Hi guys! If you haven't seen Sea of the Golden Sand, you can listen to my audio summary. Let's get started. For centuries, I drifted in silence. A Lemurian, once revered, now forgotten in the golden sands of a dying world. They call me the god of the sea. But what is a god with no ocean to reign over? Philos had long turned its back on water, and in its place rose kingdoms with golden palaces and imprisoned hearts. One such heart belonged to her. She was called a princess, but more accurately, she was a girl caged behind walls, her heart venerated not for love, but as an artifact of immortality. The citizens of Philos lived thanks to the divine purity of her heart. It gave them life, but took hers away in return. She attempted to escape the palace 99 times. I was present for the 99th. She fell into the lake that day, bleeding from an arrow wound. I chose to save her. Why? Because I'd known her before. Long ago, she'd freed me into the waters on her birthday. I vowed to find her again. She didn't remember me at first. When she met me that night, she called me Mr. Sea God, teasing, wide-eyed, full of wonder at the world beyond her walls. She saw the marketplace for the first time. We ate skewers, argued over hats and gerbils, and I, ever composed, found myself laughing. She called me her wish-granting spirit. Perhaps I was. Her joy was my reason to stay. But I had secrets. Truths buried in the black fire flickering in my palm. I wasn't merely a drifter or rebel. I was the quintessence of Lemuria, the one who would fulfill the prophecy and awaken the seas. To do so required a heart. Her heart. We ventured together through the city, escaping guards and fate. I told her of the sea, of legends, of spirit lamps and festival masks. She treated each moment with reverence, like she was touching a miracle. And I wanted to keep giving her miracles, even when she begged me to stay. Even when she looked at me like I was more than just a relic of the deep. And yet, the prophecy loomed. A Lemurian must take the purest heart to awaken the ocean. A heart full of love, freely given. Hers. The same girl who freed me once, and who unknowingly held the key to saving my people. I brought her to the island of songs, a ruin buried beneath the sands. There, with blood and the fishtail beacon, we awakened the tome of the sea god. Its message was clear. To reclaim the sea, the one who loves me must die. Her heart, the one she once offered, was to be taken back. She remembered everything then. Our past lives, our vow, that I'd gifted her this divine heart long ago. With complete sincerity, she pressed my dagger to her chest, ready to return what I'd given. But I couldn't do it. How can a god protect his people if he can't protect her? Instead, I burned the prophecy. Every symbol tied to her name, I destroyed with black flame. I rewrote fate in the only way I knew how, by making her forget me, forget us, her bond, her memories, all. Until she returned. She remembered me. Even after I tried to erase it all, she chased me to the edge of the city, her hands bleeding from holding the beacon. When she found me, her voice trembled, not from fear, but from defiance. If gods exist, you must be the worst one. How could you leave your follower behind? She climbed onto the camel beside me, wrapping her arms around me, just like she did that night at the market. Her spirit was whole, unbreakable. If you are the god who can claim my heart, she said, then claim it. Take me away. We left the palace, Her cage of 99 failed escapes, without a glance back. The little blue fish she once kept turned into a shimmering silver scale. It sank, just as the past did. Where are we going now? To Whalefall City, the last memory of the ocean. To a place where seas once sang and where I hope they will sing again. Maybe the prophecy is wrong. Maybe gods too can change. Maybe salvation doesn't require sacrifice. All I know is that I am no longer the god of the sea without her, and she is not just my follower. She is my vow. She is the heart I once gave, and now she walks beside me, not as a princess, not as an offering, but as my equal. Together, we walk toward a sea that may no longer exist, but in her eyes, it already does.